Good morning, everyone. It's 10:34 in the morning, and I'm leaving for my office. So, what happened after Saturday ride? So, I have had a call. I had to take that call. Yeah. So, coming to the point, my first observation. So, my first observation is like once I'm back to city, my mileage has dropped and dropped at around 14 to 15. Maybe also depending on my riding pattern, the mileage has dropped. Ripping through the streets is not a very good idea in lower gears. That will not help to get right mileage. The saddest thing, the saddest, what has happened is like I have got scratches in my tank. If you can see, here are the positions where I have got scratches, and I got it from my tank bag. I tried to remove it off, but I couldn't. So what I'll try is now to get it polished. Intercom. I'll try to polish it at my end if possible. If that doesn't help, then I have to go and check with someone else if this can be restored to the factory color, the polish actually. So the bad idea is like initially I thought of putting on 3M coating, and I was lazy enough not to go, and I didn't put on that 3M coating. So in result, what happened is like I got scratches in my tank, and Intercom. And I'm not feeling very good about it. So, anyways, I'll see. Third observation is like when I'm between 4,000 to 4,500 RPM, there is a sufficient amount of buzz in handlebar, in foot peg. I don't know if it is because of my new engine or it's a character of Harley. I don't know. So I'll be able to understand if it is a character of my engine or a character of Harley once I'm done with the first servicing. The best part is I have done close to 1100 kilometers now. So another 400 kilometers to go for my first servicing. So another best thing as a part of my observation is the brake. Braking is absolutely fantabulous. Before buying this bike, I was going through different kind of reviews, most of which are media reviews, and where I couldn't find anywhere they're talking good about the brakes. So what this ABS did is uh, there was two situations when I had to go for panic braking, and the brake has done its job. Fantastic! It's absolutely fantabulous. Why say this? Those are absolutely panic situations, and there is no drama when I. It's like it took me to halt from around 100 and 70 to 80 meters, and most importantly, there was no drama. There was no play, even though the tire is not good. So, anyone looking to buy a new bike, I'll suggest do not trust completely on media reviews because some of these reviews are paid, and कुछ कुछ ऐसा है कि भाई आप 20 30 40 किलोमीटर चला ले तो it's not necessary you get the right idea about the character of a bike. So once you start living with it, you start understanding how the bike behaves altogether, the character of the bike. So I was like searching for something where I can find what is the latest thing about the street. I have heard that there were failure in brake, and master cylinder position for the rear brake was not right, so it used to hit up and leading to failure of brakes while you're on the go. And also, like the tires, they are kind of shitty tires, which doesn't support the bike, as in like it is a heavy bike. It weighs 233 kilos, and also it's a 750cc bike. So people coming up and saying, yes, even I agree partially with them. The tires are really shitty. They tend to lose the traction pretty easy. Obviously, it is meant for lasting, not meant for traction. And this MRF Nilo grip, I'm never been a fan of Nilo grip. So these are the things that I've gone through. Another thing is like the mirror, the position of the mirror. I have to use an extender. Initially, I thought of using an extender, then I gave up the idea and I decided to stick with the stock position. But the stock position is absolutely pathetic. You cannot see what is happening in your back mostly, even though I have got this blind spot mirrors. Still, I'm not very comfortable. So when you're changing lanes, you need to know who is coming from your back or what is happening around. And I got a very little idea of that. So it was a bit of tricky in a situation where came a Volkswagen Polo behind me, and the guy honked. And before I could see whether he is coming from my left or right, he just took off from my right. I was in the rightmost lane, so there was not much of space left. Given a point that I could see him coming from my right, I might have made a way for him. It was foolish of him doing that. Obviously, they don't care. I mean, it's a highway. No one is watching you. Anything happens. Even if he crashed on me uh, or bumped on me, he would have run away anyway. So mirrors is another thing, and the heat dissipating. So heat dissipation is mostly like it's coming from the right, not from the left. So my left is much cooler than my right, maybe because there's the exhaust. The exhaust is in the right. I don't know if it's because of exhaust or not, or the fan positioning. The heat dissipation is coming from right side only. The left is much cooler than the right. Anyways, I can live up with it. So heating is a issue that has been made a point, and most of the videos I have gone through, they've made a point that heating is an issue. Yes, this is an issue, but once you start riding daily, uh, I believe you will live with it. I did it before, as I mentioned, that my Himalayan used to heat up a lot while on the go. I lived with it, so I guess I can live with it. Let me, I mean, let the summer come. गर्मियों में पता चलेगा एक्चुअली ईयर की क्या सिचुएशन हो रहा है. अभी तो चलो चल रहा है, उतना भी कोई इशू नहीं है. So this Saturday I'm planning for a no no rides. This Saturday I'm planning for taking my bike to service center. I think there will be some changes after I get it serviced, like the mileage. I guess there's a prime thing which will improve post first service. And there are also certain things जैसे कि ये हैंडल बार मेरे को थोड़ा सा मेरे और शिफ्ट करना है, टिल्ट करना है. I couldn't do it myself back home, but मुझे अभी नहीं छेड़ना है, खुद से कुछ नहीं करना है. If people are there, why not use them? So first servicing में ये मेरा एक agenda है, and maybe I'm also thinking of upgrading my horns. They're really very poor. And once you're in highway, uh, I'm sure that with this kind of horn, no one will bother if you're there, you at all exist. And I have a stock silencer, which I have already said I'm not gonna change that. So it doesn't make a noise. It doesn't make any loud thud और टिपिकल हाल है पोटैटो पोटैटो हॉर्न्स बहुत ज़रूरी है यार इसलिए नहीं कि लोगों का दिमाग खराब करो इसलिए कि सामने वाले को पता हो यू एग्जिस्ट यू आर देयर अब ओवरटेक कर रहे हो या व्हाटसएवर उसका मतलब ऐसा नहीं सिटी में जैसे लोग पागलों की तरह हॉर्न बजाते रहते बुलेट्स में ट्रक का हॉर्न डाल के लोगों का दिमाग खराब कर देते हैं ऐसा नहीं है ऐसा करना भी नहीं चाहिए दैट्स अ नॉइज पोल्यूशन एनीवेज आई एम रीचिंग माय ऑफिस नाउ so see you with my next ride or maybe if I'm going for a service I'll share my service experience with Harley my first service so till then bye bye